Hello and welcome to NDTV News. I am Tari Prido Ikidi. The headlines. Federal Executive Council approves new Nigeria First economic policy to support local industry. Government inaugurates review committee to reposition Nysc in the country. Plus, Team Nigeria female wrestlers win 4 gold medals at Senior Wrestling Championships. And now the details. The Federal Executive Council has approved the new Nigeria First economic policy aimed at prioritizing the use of locally made goods and services in all government procurement processes. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who disclosed this after the FEC meeting in Abuja, said the policy will soon be backed by an executive order, noting that the move is intended to reshape public spending in a way that will strengthen local industries and encourage economic self-reliance. He added that contractors would no longer act as middlemen importing foreign products while domestic manufacturers are neglected. The policy, according to him, is in line with President Tinubu's industrialization agenda to shield Nigeria's economy from external shocks while boosting local production. The FEC directed the Bureau of Public Procurement to update procurement guidelines to reflect the new directive and ensure compliance. According to Idris, the BPP will create a local content compliance framework, maintain register vetted Nigerian manufacturers and service providers, as well as to reassign procurement officers to the Bureau as a centralized agency to strengthen oversight. The federal government has inaugurated a high-level committee to review and reform the National Youth Service Corps to make it more responsive to the country's development goals and the evolving needs of Nigerian youths. Reports say the move came amid growing concerns about the safety of Corps members, outdated infrastructure, and questions surrounding the scheme's relevance in today's socio-economic landscape. Speaking during the inauguration, the committee in Abuja on Tuesday, Minister of Youth Development Ayodele Olawande emphasized NYSC's historic role in promoting national unity since its establishment in 1973. He acknowledged the challenges facing the scheme, including security risks and infrastructural decay, but described them as opportunities, adding that the committee will evaluate the core operations, consult stakeholders nationwide, and propose actionable reforms, including policy adjustments, funding mechanisms, and legal updates to enhance safety, creativity, and impact. In addition to the NYSC review, Minister of Education Maruf Tunji Alausa announced plans to introduce a teachers' corps and medical corps to deploy trained educators and healthcare workers to undeserved rural areas. He said these initiatives will address education and health disparities while creating employment pathways. Special Advisor to the President on Policy and Coordination, Adiz Osman, also called for stronger technical and vocational education to ensure young Nigerians are better equipped for long-term national contribution. Nigerian lawmakers in the Senate and House of Representatives, upon resuming plenary on Tuesday after almost 6 weeks of vacation, including the Easter and Eid al-Fitr holidays, have listed the passage of tax reform bills, oversight of the emergency rule in Rivers State, resurgence of Boko Haram insurgency, and constitutional review as the legislative priorities for the weeks ahead. According to a statement issued by the Senate Majority Leader of Senator Bayemi Bamidele's media office, the first agenda of the lawmakers when they resume plenary would be to pass the tax reform bills. After the passage, it would be transmitted to the presidency for assent before it becomes a law. The tax reform bills were drafted by the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms. The bills are the Nigeria Tax Bill 2024, the Tax Administrative Bill, the Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, and the Joint Revenue Board Establishment Bill. These proposed laws aim to adjust the value-added tax revenue sharing formula and introduce tax exemptions for Nigerians earning the minimum wage. Senator Bamidele also said the lawmakers will deliberately on the emergency rule in Rivers State and mediating the political crisis between the suspended governor, Similaye Fubara, and his predecessor, Nysc. You recall that in March, President Bola Tinubu suspended all elected officials in Rivers State, including Mr. Fubara. The president thereafter appointed Mr. Ibas, a retired chief of naval staff, as the sole administrator for the state for an initial period of 6 months. The appointment was later ratified by both chambers of the National Assembly in accordance with Section 305, subsection 2 of the Nigerian Constitution. The Senate leader also said the National Assembly will engage with security chiefs to devise new strategies to tackle the resurgence of Boko Haram and communal killings in northern Nigeria. Recent attacks in the northern states have led to thousands of deaths and mass displacement in Benue State alone. Over 2,600 people have reportedly killed between January 2023 and February 2024. And about 2 weeks ago, at least 51 people were killed in Zik village, Bassa local government area of Plateau State, when government invaded and burned down houses. Borno State continues to witness renewed attacks by Boko Haram, with many lives lost. The state has been a hotspot for insurgency for several years. The Senate Majority Leader also revealed that the lawmakers would fast-track the ongoing review of the Nigerian Constitution and initiate reforms to the Electoral Act 2022 with the aim to ensure more credible and transparent elections. He recalled that in February, the Senate inaugurated a 47-member committee chaired by the Deputy Senate President, Barau Jibrin, to review the 1999 Constitution. The committee recently pledged to conclude the exercise in 2026 and concluded a 3-day retreat in Kano State, following which it announced that a total of 37 memoranda have been received by the committee from different interest groups. Beyond these urgent matters, the Senate will also consider several bills of national importance received during the recess. Senator Bamidele called for robust public hearings to ensure that legislation reflects the will and needs of the people. If you're just joining us, you're watching NDTV News. On the headlines, Federal Executive Council approves new Nigeria First economic policy to support local industry. Government inaugurates review committee to reposition Nysc in the country. Still to come in the news, Team Nigeria female wrestlers win 4 gold medals at Senior Wrestling Championships. Details of these and other stories after the break. Do stay with us. Welcome to Niger Delta Television News and Current Affairs Department at the Nysc Ikoli Media Complex here in Yanagwa, Bayelsa State.
One of NDTV's traditional objectives is to disseminate information with renewed vigor. We build teamwork for accountability, efficiency, and accuracy. Our community reports, eyewitness accounts, current affairs discussions are detailed and competitive.
As NDTV reporters, undiluted report is our goal. We gather the news and bring it to you just as it is.
Our cameras are poised to get in the story behind the story in an in-depth news report.
Our new digital equipment are top-notch with clearer visuals and audio. NDTV is repositioned to serve you better.
Join us on the news every day at 7 a.m., 12 p.m., and our major bulletin at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 25 UHF. NDTV, crystallizing the vision.
Thanks for staying tuned. The news continues. Following the death of Mrs. Lillian Ekie, wife of the former special advisor to former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Mr. Bria Ekie, who passed on the 31st of January 2025, the Ngofi of Ekie and Egenifia of Gomorai families have jointly announced and invited friends and sympathizers to the burial ceremony of their beloved sister and wife. According to the funeral program released by the family, a service of songs will hold on the 9th of May 2025 at 4 p.m. at Elder Bria Ekie Adababiri residence in Sagbama local government area, while commendation service, interment, and reception are scheduled to hold on the 10th of May 2025 at the venue. A Thanksgiving service was held at the Christ Embassy Church, Patani Local Government Area, Delta State on Sunday, the 11th of May, 2025. NDTV Chapel's chairperson of the Nigeria Union of Journalists, Mrs. Ozekizibe Etete, may be gone, but her legacy lives on. In this special report, we'll take a look at some cherished memories of her life and career that will forever be etched in the minds of her colleagues and fans. Correspondent Blessing Agadaga has more.
The passing of Mrs. Ozekizibe Etete in April 3rd, 2025 seemed to fit the adage that good people don't last. Her legacy and impact will likely live on, but it's indeed sad that her time with us was cut short. Her contributions to the newsroom, the NUJ, NAWOJ, and other unions will surely be missed. Mrs. Etete showed commitment, dedication, and selflessness that are truly inspiring. A recent election where she unanimously emerged chairman of NDTV Chapel of the NUJ proves a colleague's trust in her legacy.
By the power vested on me, I now declare her winner of the NDTV NUJ Chapel chairman for the next couple of years.
I sincerely want to appreciate every one of you for giving me this opportunity to serve you. As you all know, I've been on this train for a long time. I have served as Nysc, I've served as secretary in this chapel. And in doing all this, I discharged my duties diligently. I was humble, I obeyed my bosses, and I did my job perfectly well. And today, I want to appreciate you once again for giving me another opportunity to serve as the #1 member of NUJ NDTV Chapel. I pledge my loyalty. I'm going to serve you to the best of my ability.
Although the many goals she was set to achieve as chairman of the chapel will not be fully realized, our untimely demise is a poignant reminder that life can be unpredictable and we should cherish the time we have with loved ones and colleagues. The outpouring of tributes at her funeral is a testament to the impact she had on lives, her multifaceted personality, a dutiful wife, doting mother, passionate advocate, and mentor.
Her love and care knew no boundaries as she treated everyone around her, including strangers, friends, and in-laws equally, extending same treatment to outsiders as well.
Ozekizibe was not just a colleague, she was a younger sister to all of us. She had this peaceful disposition. I can't remember seeing Oze quarreling with anybody. She's always peaceful.
For me, Oze was a reliable friend and a reliable secretary. She was the secretary of Agudama Women. Twice she has served that position. That is only to tell you that she is indeed a reliable woman.
Very peaceful. She was really an epitome of humility, an academic prowess.
You know, she was very kind, very soft-spoken, very passionate about children.
The remains of Mrs. Ozekizibe Etete was buried on Saturday, the 3rd of May, 2025, at her hometown in Agudama Epie, Bayelsa State. She is survived by her husband, Mr. Enidineze Etete, 5 children, and a host of numerous relations. As we bid farewell to a remarkable woman, we take comfort in the memories she leaves behind. May our legacies continue to inspire and motivate. Blessing Agadaga, NDTV News.
In a strategic move to deepen bilateral relations and enhance global air connectivity, Nigeria and Brazil are advancing negotiations to establish a bilateral air service agreement. This agreement, aimed at launching direct flights between the two nations, marks a significant step towards strengthening economic, tourism, and cultural ties between two of the largest economies in the global south. Correspondent Divine Kelly has details of these and other foreign stories.
Nigeria and Brazil are making significant strides towards formalizing a bilateral air service arrangement, BASA, aimed at enhancing aviation cooperation between the two countries. This was revealed by Nigeria's Minister of Aviation and Aeropeace Development, Festus Keyamo, who announced on Wednesday via his official X account that discussions have progressed during a recent meeting with Brazil's Minister of Ports and Airports, Civelio Costa Filho, in Brasilia. The ministers revisited the historical and cultural ties between the nations and underscored the urgency of establishing a robust aviation partnership, which has been long delayed by regulatory bottlenecks. Keyamo confirmed that both sides agreed to form a joint technical team to draft a BASA with a target of concluding the agreement in the coming weeks. The moves is expected to facilitate direct flights between Nigeria and Brazil significantly, reducing travel time, and boosting trade, tourism, and cultural exchange. Discussions also touched on border cooperation in aviation and aerospace development, enlightening the shared interests of both countries in leveraging their positions as major economics in the global south. Brazil Ambassador Carlos Gracet emphasized the importance of activating the BASA and implementing the Open Skies agreements to unlock economic opportunities. Carlos suggested that the two nations could support up to 5 direct flights weekly. Keyamo added that once the agreement is finalized, Nigerian carriers Air Peace and Chevron designed to operate the routes.
Some Nigerian superstars have made bold statements by showcasing African fashion and heritage at the Met Gala in New York. 33-years-old Damini Ebuluwa Ogulu, popularly known as Burna Boy, and Sarah Oyinkosula Aderigbe with the stage name Ira Star were among notable personalities at this year's Met Gala events in the United States of America. For details of this report and more on entertainment news, let's join Favor Aleko.
At the 2025 Met Gala, some Nigerian superstars made bold statements by showing African fashion and heritage. Burna Boy wore a regal tuxedo with a symbolic elk-skin cape by Nigerian designer Oswald Boateng. Thames stunned in a blue Ankara dress with a puff skirt and green cravat. Ira Star embraced minimalism with a daring floor-length gown. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie made her debut celebrating African elegance. Wisdom K impressed in a blunt, accented robot one-suit. Outfits blended tradition and modern style, earning global praise and spotlighting African culture. A JAMB candidate recently wrote a complaint, mistakenly asking the board to punish a wrongdoer instead of punish them. In a viral twist, JAMB replied, "We do not punish students or candidates. We punish when necessary," turning the conversation into a hilarious wordplay. The clever response quickly lifts up social media with users praising JAMB humor. Some applauded the professionalism mixed with sarcasm, while others debunked whether or not public replies were appropriate. The typo and JAMB viral reply became an unexpected sensation on the social media. Naima Alex, a former Big Brother Naija housemate, has publicly condemned the Lagos state government over the arrest of homeless individuals, including minors, labeling their action as a violation of human rights. She expressed concern on social media, highlighting the plight of those affected while questioning the government's approach to addressing house needs in the state. The Lagos State Environmental Task Force recently conducted Operation targeting street beggars and individuals concerned with public nuisance, resulting in the arrest of 27 people, including 15 minors in areas such as Ikoyi and Lekki. Commissioner for Environment and Water Resource Tokunbo Wahab stated that these actions were part of efforts to maintain public order. The situation underscores the need for comprehensive policies that address homelessness and urban poverty, ensuring that rights and dignity of all residents are upheld. I am Aliko Joseph Favor, reporting for NDTV Entertainment News.
Team Nigeria's female wrestlers have demonstrated dominance by winning all 4 gold medals at the current African Senior Wrestling Championships in Casablanca, Morocco. For more of these and other sporting stories, let's join Ayemi Miene.
Nigeria was without legendary wrestlers Blessing Oborodudu and Odunayo Adekoroye, who were not part of the contingent, and Adekoroye Messi had to pull out of the tournament due to illness. Christiana Ogusanya, however, started things off for Nigeria in the 53 kg division by defeating Ivorian Nogona Bakayoko 11-0 to win the nation's first gold and her 3rd African title. In the same way, Esther Kolawole won her 3rd Africa title by defeating Egyptian Farah Ali Amada Mohamed Husseini 10-0 in the 62 kg division. Additionally, Damola Anna Ojo defeated Amy Yowin 6-0, continuing the gold-winning streak. In the final fight of the day, Anna Ruben, weighing 68 kg, defeated Mariam Nassar Mosby of Egypt 11-0 to give Nigeria their 4th gold medal. Dr. Daniel Igali, the delegation's leader and president of Nigerian Wrestling Federation, responded to the victory in Morocco by praising the athletes' efforts and expressing satisfaction with the performance. In a thrilling Champions League semi-finals, Inter Milan defeated Barcelona 4-3 on Tuesday, with the Italian team winning 7-6 on aggregate. With goals from Lautaro Martinez and Akan Chanaloglu, the home team quickly took a 2-goal lead. Shortly after halftime, Eric Garcia and Dani Olmo pulled Barcelona even. Then, with a goal in the 87th minute, Rafinha appeared to have secured his team's spot in the final, but Francesco Acerbi equalized in extra time. Then, in first half of extra time, Davide Fratesi scored the winner to send Internacional into the final of the Champions League. In the final, which takes place in Munich on May 31st, they will play the winners of Wednesday's match between PSG and Arsenal. Ayemi Miene for NDTV Sports.
And that's the size of our package this week. But before we go, a quick look at the highlights. The Federal Executive Council has approved the new Nigeria First economic policy amid prioritizing the use of locally made goods and services in all government procurement processes. We also brought to you a report that the federal government has inaugurated a high-level committee to review and reform the National Youth Service Corps to make it more responsive to the country's developmental goals and the evolving needs of Nigerian youths. And finally, Team Nigeria's female wrestlers have demonstrated dominance by winning 4 gold medals at the current African Senior Wrestling Championships in Casablanca, Morocco. Thanks for watching. I am Tari Prido Ikidi. Bye for now.